Today's session is in the hot new happening genre called synthwave, which coincidentally sounds exactly like every single song and movie soundtrack from my junior high days. I'll let you do the math. For the kit, we want dead and punchy, knowing full well that there's going to be lots of reverb added. So I've got my old standby, the mid-70s Rogers memory lock drums. And again, TELEFUNKEN M82 on the inside, Solomon LoFrEQ on the outside. For the snare drum, we want nothing but low fat punch, knowing that lots of reverb is going to show up on that drum. So I'm using my Ludwig Copperphonic 5x14, which I've really been digging lately. It's a seamless copper shell, 5x14, and I love seamless metal drums. Without any muffling, it just has way too much tone for what we're looking for. So my immediate first thought, of course, is the big fat snare drum dampener. However, that still has too much tone. So we've got the Aquarian kick patch. As far as I understand, this is designed to basically be an emergency thing that sits in your gig bag. If you ever break a kick drum head on the gig, you can stick this on and get through the gig. However, it's a great snare drum muffler. The hi-hats in a lot of those early 80s productions are EQ'd to be nothing but kind of the high-end ticking. So I'm going to use my AHX thin hats, which are great hats, a lot of body. So we're going to roll off a whole bunch of low and mids. I really like the Beyer M201 as a hi-hat mic. It's a dynamic hypercardioid. It just does a great job of rejecting the rest of the kit and leaving a very useful hi-hat tone. For the toms, 70s Rogers, 12-inch and 13-inch concert toms, 16-inch double-headed floor. I'm miking the concert toms from inside with the Audio-Technica ATM230, which are great little hypercardioid dynamic tom mics. Really inexpensive, they sound great. Standard mic position on the floor tom. Acoustic rides and crashes don't seem to be very appropriate for the genre. However, little metallic hi-hat sounding things are. Little Meinl ribbon crasher. And then the Sabian chopper, which I'm a big fan of 3 sizes, and they work really well as alternative hi-hats. I clamp mine down a little bit to tame the sound. I'm sticking with 414s on the overheads for that classic early 80s large diaphragm condenser sound. As an experiment, I'm going to try this old Lydian Ludwig 28-inch bass drum as a little subwoofer in front of the kick. And when I tried it at sound check, it actually just bled into all the mics and was kind of obnoxious. So I added a gobo directly in front of the kick drum to kind of sonically isolate this bass drum. It still gets some punch from the regular acoustic kit. Not as much as I like. I don't know. This may be a failed experiment, but it's fun to try. And with the Audio-Technica AT4047 on front. The 80s hand claps are mandatory. Real cymbals don't always work in this genre, but fake ones do. Quantizing is on. The last thing you want is human feel in this genre.